Hi, it's Carolyn, the contest queen, and I thought I would, at the last minute, schedule this year-end wrap up and sweepstakes Q&A because I've been having so much fun with StreamYard, and I know many of you are off, and where I am, we're in lockdown, and I have some new toys to play with. So I got a couple of ring lights, little mini ones, but if I put them here where they're supposed to go, I get the shine in my glasses. And the problem is if I take my glasses off, so I'm trying to position them just so that I get some of the light on my face. The problem is if I take my glasses off, I can't see the screen, and I like to put up people's comments and questions. Hi, Lexi. So I've got this thing right now streaming on Facebook and YouTube and Twitter. So I'm live in three places, which is what I really love about StreamYard is I can do that, and I see everybody's comments, and I can put their questions on the stream. So it's a lot of fun. So that's why I decided to come on and just have a little year-end wrap up and see what was going on. We've got Shannon, we've got Nicole. Hi guys. It's Michael. Hi, Michael's here. Laura, everybody's starting to pop on. This is a lot of fun. So it's been quite a year. What I've been doing today is I'm kind of wrapping up my own year. And I wrote my January 1st blog post because I haven't really been writing blogs. I've been working on the third edition of this book. So I keep changing the name because I find it makes it easier for people to find the book, and it gives me a separate web page. And I clearly mark on it that it's the next edition. So we have Laura and Jenny and Colleen and Cheryl. Just if you have questions, start posting them. I'm just going to do a bit of a wrap up. So this one's called How to Win Cash, Cars, Trips, and More. And let me see if I can get it up there. You see it says second edition of You Can't Win If You Don't Enter. That was the first book. So my next book is going to be Prizes, Prizes Everywhere. And at the bottom, it'll say third edition of How to Win Cash, Cars, Trips, and More. So people can follow the trail. And then also when you post it on Amazon, it gives the publication date so you can see by the year clearly when it was published. So one of the things I did was I actually had a chance to sit down and read the goals that I had set for myself at the beginning of the year, and really at the end of last year because I published it for January 1st, and the enthusiasm I had and what I thought I was going to get done and all this stuff, and out the window, which is really funny because you think I would have had a bit of a heads up because one of my clients is Robert Ohado, and I do his customer service, and I manage his Facebook groups right now. And I was cleaning up my files on my phone. He does all these courses and webinars and master classes. And so last year in one of the courses he gave was a 2020 overview. And I thought I was going to be listening to the 2021, but I thought, oh, it'd be interesting to listen to that one and hear what this year was going to be. And he'd been predicting a tough year. And you think I would have had a clue, but I didn't. So most of the stuff just went out the window. And out of my goal list, the main things that I had was I accomplished a half of one because I said, oh, I was going to publish 5 books. First of all, writing takes way longer than one thinks. So I'm amazed that I published 2 and I got half of one done. So that's amazing. And I published a website that had been on my goal list for 6 years. So I finally did it. Yay. And so that was really great. And then so I published that and I got one. So those are actually pretty big goals. 3 of my goals completely disappeared because they were all sweepstakes related, and we literally watched sweepstakes. Just like I remember going to all the radio station websites where I go to on a weekly basis, and their contest pages were blank. They were blank. There was nothing. Other ones I had been entering like daily. I went to the site, the site had just disappeared. And I'm sure many of us had this experience. So the big goal that I set for myself for 2021 is not sweepstakes related, it's business related. I want to up my video game completely. I want to have a new table that I move my computer to when filming videos. I want to have a new camera. I want to have a new computer. I want to have new lights so that I don't have this glare problem. I want to get a new microphone, the whole computer, new chair, the works. So that's my goal. I'm putting it out there. So between now and December 31st, 2021, my whole video game's gonna improve and increase because I think it's the best tool for teaching. And of course, every time I use StreamYard, I figure things out, and I was actually able to customize the text for each platform in advance. So I was able to already put in the contest rules for this live stream in advance because you can win a copy of my book. And so, even though this is going to be technically out of date when my new one comes out, the core of the hobby is always the same. And some of my tips never change, like always read the rules. That has been my tip, my number one tip since I started doing this in 2005. So that doesn't change. And, but then I'm going to have other things like I want you guys to all start following me on TikTok because I'm learning TikTok because I have to teach you guys TikTok. I feel so old. I don't know, maybe it's because I don't know what it is about me, but I seem to be late to the game for everything. I remember getting on Twitter probably 2 years after everybody else. I wasn't entering Facebook until later. I remember not even watching YouTube till later. Like I'm just really late to the game. Like I should have been on this stuff, but for some reason I'm not. And you think I'd be on it considering I'm a marketer. But I had some questions here, so let's start putting up some statements and stuff because it's really what I love about this software because we have so many people here. So, oh yeah, I could say hi to Alicia and Anthony and Bob and Colleen and oh, this is so fun. Oh, Colleen says get rid of 2020. Yeah, a lot of people want it, but you know what? I don't know necessarily if 2021 is going to be any better. I really don't see it easing. This is my own gut till 2022. So, Bob says, I plan on winning a house this year. Any tips? Well, actually, there's something you should be doing. So, first of all, make that your number one goal and maybe do it Helene style by writing out your goal on a 3x5 and put it everywhere so that your brain is automatically twigged to it. The second thing I would do if you want to win a very specific prize is to make sure that's the very first thing you enter every day. And that's the very first thing you look for when you're entering. So if your goal is to win a house, then what you do is you search out every contest or even lottery that gives away a house as a prize and participate in those first. And make sure that you read the rules, my number one tip, to maximize your entries. So those would be my tips. And let's see, Shannon said, oh, okay. So Lauren says, hi, Carolyn, I love your unboxing. When will you do it? When I win stuff. I haven't had anything to unbox in a while because I haven't really been entering. And I have been doing the Christmas ones. I'm waiting for 2 little prizes to show up, but I haven't won anything big. And so a lot of stuff, even with Christmas, like I really tried this year, but I need to, that's the one, maybe that's my only sweepstaking goal is to actually get that block of time back and actually focus on it. Because right now what I do is I willy-nilly enter all day and I don't sit for an hour and like set my watch and say, okay, I'm going to enter for an hour and just focus on that. That might be a good goal for 2021. Alicia is ambitious, winning a house and a car and $250,000. Are you buying a ticket in the Princess Margaret Lottery um, Hospital Lottery? Because I think that's the grand prize. So, yeah, we don't usually see contests for that unless you're paying for tickets. They may have that in the US because I know the HD TV just started and they're doing their win a house for fully furnished home. I don't believe it comes with a car. I think I haven't read the rules for this year's. Sometimes it comes with enough cash to pay for the taxes, sometimes not. So you have to read the rules. Ooh, I like Laura. She says, I plan on winning at least $10,000, but I will take more. Yes, that is a good tip. So, one of the things I learned while goal setting when I was watching people like Jack Canfield and Wayne Dyer and even Kyle Gray is you set your goal, but then you open it up to more. So, you can say things like, I would love to win $10,000 or something greater. So you always leave it open to the universe because if the universe wants to give you $25,000, why would you stop them? So, yes, always leave it open ended because why would you put a cap on whatever amazing things could come into your life? That would just be silly. Oh, Elaine's here. Hello, Elaine. And Nayirka. Oh, Cheryl says, I'm happy to be here tonight. Did every win some prizes this season? I feel like I fell short. Needs tips and ideas. Oh, I know. I was feeling, yeah, I don't necessarily know if it was you specifically or the season because it I think was tough on everybody this year. And even though there was a lot of um, contests over the Christmas holidays, I just had this feeling that it was still less than last year. Shan said there should be lots of prizes for home office products. Yeah, you would think, but I have not seen that, um, which is strange. Oh, okay. Lauren's goal. I plan on winning a new phone. That's a good goal. And there's always a phone contest. Ooh, David wants a KitchenAid industrial. I got one of those as a wedding present over 25 years ago. I'm not married any longer, but I do have my KitchenAid. Those things are workhorses. Oh, Dana says thanks for the giveaway on your book. Yeah, make sure you're entering on Facebook because if you're watching me live on YouTube or Twitter, the software I use for drawing the winner will only select one platform. So I need you to all go and enter and leave comments on Facebook for me to be able to draw a winner. One of these days I'll figure out how I can do it across multiple platforms, but one thing at a time. Yeah, see, this is the other thing that I want to fix. So right now, to get the best background, ooh, I'm a little dry. I have a table. I don't use my desk because otherwise this I feel is slightly more professional, even though I still show clearly where I live off over my shoulder. But the table I use is a little wobbly. Whoop, see? And so I think that's a little unprofessional. So I think the first thing I have to replace is the table I use. But I'm putting it out there. I had a goal and I'm going to be doing, oh, yeah, speaking of goals, I am hosting a 10-day um, Good Vibration Sweepstakes Club challenge, a manifestation challenge. Sorry, I'm holding a 10-day manifestation challenge within my Good Vibration Sweepstakes Club Facebook group. So just head over there and sign up. It's free. I'm running it next Monday at 8 o'clock. Because, like at the beginning of the year, we all set New Year's resolutions. I thought it was the best time to um, set goals and try to manifest something right at the beginning of the year. And then I also do a vision board class. I can't remember what day I set that on for January, but I'm actually going to be putting my video production goals on that board. That's my big one for this year. So I think that would be be good. Oh, Elaine says, I surprised. I only won three little prizes with the hundreds I was entering daily. Yeah, I didn't. It's amazing how, I don't know, um, how the companies were picking, but maybe because there weren't as many contests and more people were at work, they had more time to enter. I don't know. Michael says, I still have to learn Instagram and Twitter. Yes, it's important because, especially during this, what I call sweepstakes season or the advent calendar sweeps, a lot of companies will do a giveaway and you can enter on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. So if you're only entering on Facebook, you are missing out on 2/3 of your opportunities to win. And that's a lot. Oh, yes. Bobby Joe says, I would love to win a copy. My friends tell me I'm lucky. I say, no, I am just persistent. I can't remember who said the quote. I have it in my book. You think I'd remember? And it says, preparation. What is it? Oh, now, of course, the quote pops out of my head. Um, it's preparation meets opportunity equals luck. Something like that. But basically, yeah, if you keep at it, people think you're lucky, but you're making your luck. Why has that quote popped out of my head? Oh well, it's in here somewhere. Oh, there's part of it. Luck is believing you're lucky. And oh, here you go. It was Thomas Jefferson. I'm a great believer in luck. I find the harder I work, the more I have of it, right? That's like persistence right there. That's it right there. And Sue says, "Oh, I hope you had a great Christmas. Sorry, we won't see you in Michigan 2021." Yeah, I was kind of hoping. I don't know. At the rate it keeps going, first of all, the border, the driving. I mean, I could fly to the U.S., but to drive anywhere, all the borders are closed between Canada and the U.S. till January 21st, and they've just kept extending it. So I don't know. Unless something dramatic changes, I don't see driving to the U.S. anytime soon, which makes me sad because I just love just even coming for a day trip and mailing all the books and things and doing some shopping. I miss Trader Joe tremendously. And yeah, so I don't know. And I don't even know if I'll be able to hold his Michigan. Like he's not going to make an official announcement. Right now it's tentative for May 1st, but who knows? We will wait and see. And then again, I haven't booked my ticket to the US convention in July because, again, it's another wait and see game. So we will see. And I did have a great Christmas. It was only three of us, it was very quiet. And we didn't make a lot of food. We had a wee ham and a couple of turkey thighs and some mashed potatoes and some other veggies. And we watched a lot of Christmas movies, which was kind of fun. So, yeah, that's what we've been doing. Yeah. So, and then let's see. Oh, Penny says, love all of my contest tips. Yeah. And you know what? This is something I learned just as much as you guys. Like I said, I'm learning TikTok. Oh, I didn't bring my phone in. I think my handle's Contest Queen, not the Contest Queen. I'm pretty sure it's just Contest Queen. So start following me and leave comments or send me messages of TikToks you want to see me do. I'm going to try and do one a day. And I have no idea how they're going to turn out or if they'll be any good, but I'm just going to keep making them. It could be terrible, but that's the thing. You have to get over your fear and you just have to be prepared to be uncomfortable and just do it, right? Wow, Melanie, 56 wins since COVID started. Oh, we should all go rub her lucky shoulder. Good for you. Yeah, Alicia, I like Alicia's confidence. Soon you'll win a big prize. I really would love a big screen TV because let's face it, we're not traveling anywhere. I've seen some trip contests starting to trickle in, but they say, well, we'll see when you can travel. We'll see this, we'll see that. I don't know. It's all very vague. Oh, Bob says, I'm lucky I have two houses being given away locally this year. I always work local, state, regional, and then national. Yes, that's exactly what I say. And at the two houses in the HGTV home, that's three chances. So Bob is doing exactly what I teach people, concentric circles. So you start local and then state and then maybe tri state and then national. And the reason is because think about it, when you're entering just for your city, you're going to have less people entering here than a national sweepstakes, right? Oh, Bobby Joe calls Christmas contests are crazy. Yeah, they're known as advent calendar giveaways in the marketing world, and I call it sweepstakes season. um, is it Siobhan? Is this live? Yes, it's live. Oh, you know what? See, this is why I can't have the ring lights because I need my glasses, and even then sometimes it's terrible. Um, Slobodin. Oh, I didn't even get that close. I'm so sorry, Slobodin. Yes, it's live. I was able to figure out how to stream on Facebook, on YouTube, and Twitter at the same time. I really wish I could do this on Instagram Live. I know Tom Cavalli does it where he'll put his phone beside, so he'll have the camera and his phone side by each, and he'll do Instagram Live on his phone, and he'll do this at the same time, which is a little crazy. Maybe I'll try that next month. Oh, congratulations, Melanie won $500 cash prize. Nice. Spencer wants to know, anyone else find it much harder to win or less wins this year? Been disappointing to say the least. So I've won less because there just wasn't as many contests to enter, but some of the ones that I did enter religiously, I did better at. So, for example, the one that I did much better at this year, even though I was completely depressed entering the whole time, was the Canada Dry pin code sweepstakes. So, normally I just win one prize, and this year, so each person is allowed to win one prize. So I won for me, and then I won for George, and then I won for my daughter. So it was good. And she won because she turned 18. I was allowed to enter her. And she won a desperately needed product. She won a new headset. Out of all the things, all the prizes they had, she won the headset, which is perfect because hers had that pleather, around the ears, and they were peeling. And they were terrible. And I'd find bits of pleather all over the house. So I happened to win her a headset. So normally I don't win as much. So I don't know if people weren't entering or I was just entering at the right time. Or maybe it's because it was the only one I was focusing my energy on. It could be a number of things. So I got a really nice Keurig in my kitchen. The other one I gave to my mom. And Lane has a new headset. So we did very well on that one this year. But overall, like if I had to count the number of wins I had, nowhere near as much as I won last year. And it's frustrating because last year, so in 2019, I used to keep, let's even go further back than that. I used to keep a win spreadsheet. And it started when I started wondering how much I was going to win. So then I started tracking everything. Like, did I win a free coffee on the roll up to rim? That was a prize. I wrote it down. Or if I won a trip, I'd write it, like everything, literally everything I won, I wrote it down. And it was amazing to see how much I actually won. And then I was going through a divorce and I was so miserable that I just stopped tracking. I just, like, everything was like, ugh, I didn't feel like it. Then and I kept saying every year I'm going to track, never did. And then 2019, I had a fantastic year. I didn't win anything huge, but I won a ton of instants. And I'm like, oh man, I wish I had tracked. So I was like, 2020, yeah. I started tracking. I was so good up until the lockdowns. And then I was like, ugh. And I gave up. I really should have kept tracking, but I was so miserable. So I'm going to try again. And that's the beauty of it. The main title of my article for the newsletter for the first of the year is called Clean Slate, because you know what? Sometimes you can start again. It's a clean slate. So yes, I agree, Spencer. Overall, it's been a disappointing year. Oh, look at that. Michael says the avocados from Mexico sweep ended today, so I should be able to let you know about my 250 gift card win. Ooh, good luck. I hope you get notified. Oh, David, Fishing gear, yes. My boyfriend George loves fishing. I would be a huge hero in this house if I won him fishing gear. Whoops. Okay, what happened to the comments? They just went flying past me here. Okay, so let's see. Fishing gear. Yeah, Colleen asked if the HDV. Yes, it is for the US only. I have followers actually from all over the world, mostly Canada and US, with a smattering of the rest of the planet. So I talk about giveaways everywhere. And yeah, that one unfortunately is just for the US. The only way I can win a house here is the Princess Margaret Lottery that's open to Ontario only, and I have to buy tickets. I've never seen a house giveaway in Canada. Um, well, actually, I have, but it's been more than a decade. And with the rate things are going, I don't know if I'll see another one. Oh, look at that. She won $500 on CD. I see Melanie and $100. Well, good for you. Congratulations. Oh, Heather has a goal. She would like to win $5,000. That's a very good goal. Oh, Melanie, she had a very good Instagram year. You know, that's the other thing in my tracking. One of the things I did was on the one side of the spreadsheet that I use, I track where I won it from. Because if I find one system is working better than another, you might want to gravitate to it. Or if you want to win more on something else, you can figure out maybe what you can do to tweak it and increase your odds of winning on, say, Facebook or Twitter or something. Oh, Narco won a pizza oven. Nice. And Melanie won a book today. Oh, I love it. Oh, then lots of food prizes. Yeah. I taught my daughter when she was little, what's better than pizza? Free pizza. Okay. Oh, nice. The Miller Lite ugly sweater. I should have been wearing my Christmas sweater, but I guess kind of after Christmas. 2 Christmases ago, we won the Coca-Cola one from Circle K, and it was too small for George. But what do you know? It fit me. So I love it. I made him wear it to thank the sponsor. It was so tight. Oh, see, now am I laughing? I'm shaking the camera. Oh, we got to work on this up in this video game. My video production game. That's a good goal because I think it would be better. And I've got some pictures. I've got some pictures of other people, their setup. They've taken pictures of their setups. And so I'm going to print them out. So this is what you can do also if you do a vision board. You can take pictures of the prizes you want to win or write them out and glue them on the board. So that's what I want to do. Oh, yeah, Rhonda, so many contests. I only won one prize. Yeah, I only won a couple too. I know the feeling. Oh, look at that. Melanie's Planters peanuts. Yummy. I was entering those. Nothing. Holy cramoly. 7 days of the Blue Jays? Lucky you. Oh, yes. KitchenAid mixer, red in color. If I bought one right now, it is the season. Let's see. Let's see what else. B says, yeah. I did it. Well, we had a quiet Christmas. So I guess it was great. Everyone's healthy here and we got to talk to everybody. And so I guess people are learning the other thing. I got some a new beater for my KitchenAid mixer, the one with the scraper on the side. And it was small. We didn't go overboard. And because really what I wanted the most is I'd like to go on a trip, but it's not happening anytime soon. So, oh well. That's what we're saving up for. Yeah, so Darcy says, I'm finding most contest ones, at least on Instagram, are needing reposts right now and tagging 2 friends. So again, reposts on Instagram, it doesn't allow you to repost within the program. You need to use like repost or reposta to repost like that if you actually have to repost it to your feed. Otherwise, you can share to stories. And it's a good idea to have a few friends that you can tag on Instagram Someone started a feed on like a post within the Good Vibration Sweepstakes Club. I thought I could take it and maybe make a list and have a file and then update it like, once a month with all the names everybody can tag. But they seem to have, Facebook seems to have taken that feature out of groups. So there's lots of sweepstakes clubs and sweepstakers on in different places, and maybe you can connect with them. I believe I Win Contests has in their Discord discussion, they have an area where you can find other people you can tag. I'm pretty sure other groups and other websites have the same feature or a similar feature. You'll just have to poke around and make friends. Yeah, Darcy says this is important on Facebook. I love contests and have forever but worried to overtag friends. So I tag like the same 5 people. And if I really want a prize, I might tag 10, but really I only tag 5. Like I know there's people that might tag 50 or 100. And so many people were getting locked out of Instagram this year. They were in Instagram jail, and then they would get out of jail and they'd tag 2 people and they'd be back in jail. I'd be like, holy moly. I never got blocked this year, but maybe it's because I'm only tagging 5 people per contest. I figure if I'm going to win, I'm going to win. Oops. Oh, yeah. Every time this camera shakes. Definitely need a new table. It's kind of unprofessional and I don't like it, but that's okay. It's better to be out here and at least doing it than worrying about being perfect. If we all waited till we were perfect, nothing would get done. I need to figure out how to get the share working properly for me on Instagram. Yeah, to repost, you have to use a third party app. And I want to redo, I have a video on Instagram on my YouTube, and I want to redo it with and that one, and I want to do an advanced one. So I want to redo those because Instagram changed their feed on how it looks. So I want to update them. Oh, I like these goals. Nicole says, I'd love to win patio furniture, a kitchen renovation, and a bathroom renovation, and a car. I know. So that's the thing, right? We've been hermiting and staying at home more, and people are looking to increase or improve where they live, right? I was at number 49 last week and now number 56. Good for you, Melanie. See, that's again why I used to track my wins, because right now, if you ask me how much I won, I have no clue. Oh, see, just what I was talking about. Rhonda said thousands of contests kept getting blocked every day. So frustrating. And the problem is, companies are using sweepstakes as a way to get more engagement because Facebook, who owns Instagram, changes their algorithms and gets companies to pay them to boost the posts. But if they have natural engagement, it gets shared more organically, and so then Facebook will show it to more people. The problem is then then the people entering get blocked. So companies are doing it because they're trying to work around the Facebook algorithm without being paid as much because it's hard. And then the followers get blocked, and I don't know. Yeah, I was blocked on. Oh, so let's see. So Cheryl says, I also learned to use IG. Why not have a training event on this? Well, actually, I do have an online class called How to Win on Social Media, and I cover Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And then depending on who's attending, the students, we talk at the beginning, we find out where all your pain points are, and I make sure I cover all of those specifically to the students attending that class. So sometimes it's more Instagram heavy, sometimes it's more Facebook heavy, or whatever it is. Cheryl says, I was also blocked on a website because I post too many contests. They didn't think I was a real person. Yeah. And I watched, if you want to watch something that really trips you up, watch The Social Dilemma on Netflix, because it's really interesting because of how the algorithms work. They're going to show you more of what you see, what you like and engage with. So if companies are holding sweepstakes and we're the sweepers and we're entering, it's only going to show us more sweepstakes. And when companies boost their posts and it's a sweepstakes, it will naturally be shown to sweepstakers before anybody else. And then they get mad when the sweepstakers enters. I'm going to have to write a blog post on this for my marketing blog for my Idea Majesty website, because it's really becoming a catch 22. And let's face it, I buy 99.9% of everything in my house. I don't win so much that I can live off it. So they're just potentially, ticking off influencers and customers. Oh yeah, Melanie says I love entering, but I find I have a lot of just jealousy from people who don't enter. Yeah, that's why in one way I don't announce too much what I win. Now I'll do an unboxing video here and there. Um, I haven't I'm not winning at the rate that I used to, but when I was winning all the time because I was entering all the time, like it was the level was high, and oh yeah, the stink eye that people would give me. But it's a lot of work. Yes, people say I'm lucky. It's not luck, but instead I'm setting myself up for success. You know, what book you might like? Read The Luck Factor by Dr. Richard Weissman. He did a scientific study on luck. It's fascinating. And there's four main principles with three sub principles per. So it's like 4 and 12. And it's absolutely fascinating. It's one of my favorite books. Um, let's see. Oh, did Helene have a favorite of your books? No, because I only had the one book out 2 years before she passed away, or 4 years before she passed away, and I met her at 2 years. So she didn't really know my books very much. So I was more a fan of hers. Okay. Yeah, Darcy says you always have to like and share publicly and can only have one account. So what can you do with that when you're questioning about being a real person and I'm persistent? So um a lot of people open a second account for family and friends with, like their first name and middle name or something, just so that they can keep their sweepstakers away from their friends and family. Um, I don't know how much Facebook persecutes people for having two accounts. I know in the past when people would get complaint, um, Facebook would take down their second account, but I haven't heard anybody have that happen in a long time. And I know Facebook doesn't even follow their own promotional rules because the companies that are breaking the rules are paying Facebook to boost the posts. So they're going to not stop companies from making money. So Facebook just kind of turns a blind eye as the cash comes rolling in. Hmm. Oh, well. So, yeah, so that's a real problem. Um, Heather says many do get jealous, but it takes time and effort. It also takes reading the rules to qualify. Yes. I remember so many times. This is how I put that in my book. So many times I get so excited. I see a prize. I enter me. I enter my well, he was my husband at the time. I'd enter my husband. And I'd be like, oh, wait, maybe I better read the rules. Then it says one entry per household. And I'm like, oh, just disqualified us. Why don't I read them first? That's how I've made every mistake. That's how I know all these things to put in the book. I make every mistake under the sun. And that's how I know I tell you, do what I say, not as I did. Because I learned and I don't do it anymore. Oh, look at that. Bog says the Jefferson quote is the motto on my Facebook page. Good for you. That's a good one. Yeah, so Heather says that's hard to say what's going to happen as there's a new strain of the virus. Yeah, we just don't know. Oh, Lori's here. Hi, Lori. Yeah, cool TikTok info. So I'm going to learn. I'm going to make all the mistakes and then I'll tell you what not to do. But I can tell you, you just can't be afraid to make a fool of yourself. Yes, so many people. Shannon said I'd be heartbroken if I won a trip that I can't take due to COVID. And it was the worst for the first people because it happened just before March Madness in the spring. So people had won trips to March Madness and tickets were booked. They had the hotel stays, they had their game tickets, they had like everything was ready for them, and they all the flights were canceled. Everything was just canceled. That must have been the worst because at least trips that were in the works, a lot of the companies changed the website to say, hey, we're giving away a trip, but if you can't go on it for COVID, we're just going to give you the cash. So contests that were midway that they decided to continue just changed their verbiage to coincide. Now, companies are not supposed to, it's not good form to change the rules midway through a promotion. But in this case, it made sense for companies to do that because of the circumstances. And they are also, there's always a clause in there that says they have reserved the right to change the prize. So in this case, and no one would argue with them, well, no, I want the trip to the Stanley Cup. Well, the Stanley Cup might not be held, and there's nobody in the stands, so here's the cash. So, a lot, yeah, because I saw several companies do that. They said, okay, well, if we can't go, you get the cash. So they didn't bother changing any of their promotion. They just changed that one line in the rules. And I think that made it easier. And that's why I don't think too many companies are holding the gift card or trip contest now. Yeah, Cheryl says, don't tell too many people that I win because folks get jealous. I've trusted friends and family that I share with. Beware. That's exactly why I created the Good Vibration Sweepstakes Club, because I was kind of tired of the negativity that I was seeing online. And also, you can't share with too many people because you get the eye roll. Oh, you won again, or you get the stink eye, or people moan and groan. But in the club, it's just a Facebook group, and you post what you want, and everyone goes, yay. And that's, it just feels good. Yeah, Melanie says local, you have way more chances. Absolutely. Not many radio contests now. They did really pick up in the fall where I live. So I think it might depend on your area. They really picked up in the fall. I didn't win anything, um, but I felt like I could. And I did a check of the radio station websites this morning because I always like to check on a Monday to see what they're doing for the week. And a lot of them have contests starting next week. When's the 4th, which would be Monday? When's the 8th, which is the Friday? So two of the big radio stations in my area have them starting next week. So yeah, you'll see. You have to look in your area. Oh, bravo. Negative COVID test. Had contact with somebody that, well, that's good. I'm so glad. See, I made health my number one goal for the year because of the stress. I ballooned up. I gained 20 pounds, 20 pounds or 2020. So I started this morning. I'm like, there's no why wait. So I started this morning by getting up on time with my alarm, and I came out to the living room and I did some yoga, and then I did a little bit of meditation, and then I wrote in a journal. I got a new, I bought this during the year. It was on sale, and I thought, why not? So I have two journals. One I got as a Christmas present, and one I got. So this is the first one I'm going to work on, my cosmic journal, which is kind of fun. And then I got a high performance journal, which is by Brendan Bouchard there. I don't know. How do I do that? Yeah. So it says, remember, you're stronger than you think, and the future holds good things for you. So those are what I'm going to be working on this year. So that's a good way to start. And also, I ate way less today because we've just been sitting around and eating. So Mike says, been on a non-winning streak. 2020 started great, and then like the rest of the 2020, it sucked. I need some lunks set my way, please. Yeah, fairy dust for Mike. Lori says I must wait 1 minute in between comment and 30 or 40 per hour. I think it depends because when I do my 5 people, I enter one right after the other, but then I'm not entering again until I go and find another contest. And so then there's a bigger gap. So maybe that works for me because I'm only entering 5. It doesn't flag me as a bot. Heather says I a lot follow my contest, so when they see when I win, I do not post all of my wins on my timeline. I have a group where it is safe to post my wins, which is the Good Vibration Sweepstakes Club is also available. Ooh, congratulations, Scott. I had a 4-day winning streak last week, one from T-Mobile of a new phone. Nice. Congratulations. Did post back later because I'm going through all the comments. Let me know if you won that off Twitter because I see them on Twitter all the time. It was really hard, but I did win a local Christmas package, which was nice. My son loves contesting and won a couple of smaller local ones. Again, local, right? Because less people are going to enter. Bob said it was harder this year when all the contests started shutting down. It has picked up, especially with the Advent contest. I won 7 or 8 times with the Advents. Congratulations. Love it. I started to write it in a book. Yeah, if you're like, I have a spreadsheet that you can use to track your wins if you want. And it does from date, who won it, because if you're entering, say, for yourself and your spouse or your sister or some, you can put their name, then what you won, who you won it from, if you've received it, because that way, if it gets too long between getting it, then where you won it from. So was it a Facebook contest? Was it an online giveaway? Was it a voting contest? Like you put your type, because that way you can see what you're having a lot of luck on. Sylvana says, thank you for the tips, suggestions, and words of encouragement. Contesting is my hobby of choice. Yeah, for some years. I agree that this year has been slow for wins, but still hanging in, as the saying goes. If you don't win, if you don't enter, you can't win. Still new to Twitter and Instagram, but learning stuff every day. Also, learning the stuff is kind of fun. Like I've been saying, I started TikTok. I'm completely intimidated, but that's part of the hobby, right? You got to break out of your comfort zone, learn a new skill. Oh, there's Nicole. She's got it. Write it down in the Contest Queen spreadsheet. I just posted the 2021 link in the newsletter, and I have a generic one on the website. So you can if you go to my website, there's a how to begin sweepstaking link on the left. And if you click on it, go to the bottom of step 1, and there's the link to the spreadsheet. So you can go and download it now and just change it from generic to 2021 if you want. And I leave 15 spaces for each month for wins because the universe abhors a vacuum, so it wants to fill it. So you can focus on winning 15 prizes a month. That's what I always, yeah. In Canada, most of you have to take a skill tested question. A woman flunked the math question for roll up the rim at Tim Hortons. Yes, I remember that one. I think I blogged about that. Oh, Bob says, I won 2 trips that we did not take this year. Both were canceled, and I received the cash value, which at least you got the cash value. And it was to Montana. My wife and I are really looking forward to it. Oh, that would have been so nice. Montana's supposed to be beautiful. Let's see if I missed anything. Okay, where did I leave off? Tips on winning a big lottery like Princess Margaret. Buy a ticket. Like, seriously, you just have to buy a ticket. Okay, so let's see if I can go up. Oh, I'm missing. I don't like how I'm getting so many posts here. I'm missing some. Like, is the chat working? I'm not seeing new chats. I'm not live on YouTube, so I can't tell. But I am seeing everybody's, like, I'm seeing all the messages from all the different platforms. Okay, let's see. Hi, Carolyn. Oh, yes. Linda says, my best win was $1,000 from Tasty Rewards. I was so shocked to have won. I've been entering there for years. Yeah, me too. I saw you post that on Facebook because that's the thing. Sweepstakers, we are all friends with each other on Facebook. Like, I have 2,500 friends on Facebook. So I saw that and I was like, wow. Oh, Bernier, I won Tums prize last week. Came with samples and a $10 debit card to Dunkin' Donuts. Nice. Love it. Look at this. I won 8 bottles of maple syrup from Steve's Maples. It's supposed to be en route. Pretty Canadian contest. Yes. Um, oh, look at this. I won a custom license plate today as a prize from. That's kind of cool. Oh, look at this. New England Patriots football autographed by two of the players. Nice. Hopefully you got that before Christmas and can give it to the kids. Yes, I agree. I'm hoping 2021 has a lot of contests. I'm going through these, they're all out of order. I'm so sorry. I'm missing some. Oh, I want to win a boat, a trailer, and a motor for Fishing Canada, but that did not happen. Well, keep trying. Um, yeah, I haven't belonged to a sweeps newsletter in years. I have some wins trickling in, but I'm basically dry. I recently joined iWin. Yeah, I say to people, um, invest in your hobby. Subscribe to a newsletter or a sweepstakes website and pay for the premium options. I think Sweepstakes Advantage is Sweepstakes Plus. Sweeps Atlas has a premium option. I win. There's Sweep Sheet. There's lots of options. And invest in your hobby. It is worth it. It is well worth it. Um, Laura says, I have Instagram but forgot how to use it. We'll try it for the new year. Actually, that's a good time to try because I think it's going to be a little slower as the year starts to ramp up. So you can practice, and as you get more comfortable, and then by the time next December comes and the Instagram contests go crazy, you're going to be really comfortable. So just, practice with those. Um, Melanie says, I believe posting on your wall helps your odds too. Well, it depends. If it says, you get an entry for posting on your wall, absolutely. Always take all of your options. Oh, Bernier says, I love the hair. Yep. Owning my silver, I had bleached all the color out, and then it was half blonde, half white. And then he I went just before Christmas and got the back to the front blended because the back was darker than the front, and I still had blonde bits, and it was all COVID hair. So now he's evened it all out, and it'll fade to white. Oh my God, what is my hair doing? I have crazy. My daughter used to call it crazy mama hair when she would draw pictures of me when she was little. It's pretty funny. Okay. Paul says I tag only a couple of people and I won from Jiffy Lube. Yep, see, it only takes one to win. Oh, that's funny. Just tell everyone you're experiencing tremors. Yeah, when my camera shakes, like, ooh, I just dropped the light. Oh my God. Yeah, this is such a professional production. That's what I want to fix in the next year. We'll get there. We will get there. Oh, my husband wanted a dash cam, so my mom was going to buy him one for Christmas, but I ended up winning one and was able to get it before Christmas. I love that. That's awesome. Oh, Sarah says she won $200 off the radio station. Nice. Oh, and Scott won it was from T-Mobile on Twitter, new 5G phone and headphones oh, nice. That's a good prize. Oh, will companies understand if notifications temporarily stop working? Are they lenient? You know what? I don't know. And my gut says no. They don't care. They're like, if you can't answer, we just go on to someone else. Darcy says that's a good way to put it for sure, that they're blocking customers. I agree with not being able to post wins. People can be mean or think you're doing something sneaky by entering contests, which is so weird. It's my hobby. Instead of just watching TV for downtime, I sweep. Here's the other thing. What I noticed as people were becoming unemployed and depending on the area, I think more and more people started entering sweepstakes because they had one more time in their hands and they were doing anything to bring stuff into their house and their lives for money. Yes, I spent a lot of time contesting and it takes time to do it correctly. Um, I would like to carve out, like I said, an hour a day, not too much, but not too little to get that nice sweet spot. Tom Cavalli, who is writing the foreword for my book, he spends only an hour to 2 hours a day entering. Now he works on sweepstakes for other things because it's part of his business and his newsletter. And and he'll do video lives and things like that too. But he, for him, his own entry time, he blocks off that hour. Um, I think I do more for him, more than him on the other side, because I do price fulfillment for CFA promo. I've got a client that I do all his customer service and Facebook um, management, group management, and then I am quoting. I've got one client that wants a quote for next year. They want to run a 6 month contest. Yay! So I'm busy doing that, and then I want to blog, and I want to do my newsletter, and I want to do videos, and I want to do. I'm writing my books, so my contest time just gets like squeezed. So that's where I need to sit and get there. I'll get there though. Oh, Heather says her husband won a trip for last year. It's now pushed to next year. Not sure if we'll be able to go. Oh, I'm going to cross my fingers for you, Heather. And Shelly says, I have a trip win for his family scheduled on June to San Francisco. They offered us cash, but it was only about half the value. We decided to chance it. I'm hoping that we still go. I know. So that's a tricky one. I don't know. I might end up have taken the cash just because it's so up in the air. Anyway, I hope you can go too. Um, yeah, but I think I answered that one. Oh, open-minded. In Canada, most of you have to take skill testing question. Oh, I think I put that one up already. See, because I'm going back over. I'm missing so many good comments. I went back. Oh yes, the iHeartRadio contest started on the 4th, if I recall. Yep, that's what I saw on my iHeart stations. Oh, Vancouver's FM changed its name to Move, so maybe the contests relate to that. Oh, that would be fun. Oh, she says her stress caused her to lose 17 pounds and half her hair. Well, the 17 pounds is good, but not so much on the hair. Yeah, instead I baked and ate and sat on the couch because the gym closed. And then when I could go pin code hunting, there was only like 2 codes I was hunting for, and I was so miserable. I just walked about half as much as I normally do. So, yeah, it just wasn't great. I never understand the negativity. We all share the same hobby. Negativity brings bad karma too. Exactly. Do I have that book still? No, I think I put it away. I read it the last time, and contests have been around. Um, this I'm quoting from this book, and the contesting has been around since like the 1900s. Like it's crazy, 1900s. So it's like 120 years, and um, there's enough prizes for everybody. It's not going anywhere, and it's only getting bigger. I think we had a bit of a blip in 2020 where it went down a bit because of the markets and the changing economies and whatnot. But watch, as this starts going again in the right direction, they're going to be right back up where they were. Just, it's just a bit of a hiccup. Um, okay, so Gail says, how do you find conscious friends locally when you move to a new area? That's a tough one. Um, I wonder if you can do Facebook searches for that, or you, for the Facebook friends you do have, post and say, hey, I'm in this area. Who knows a sweeper around me? Um, yeah, most of the sweepers I met was just because I kept being on different groups and online, and yeah, that's tough. Oh, Diane says Gail moved back. That's funny. I'm just gonna lose a ton of comments now because the comments going through. Oh, look at this. Linda won hotel night stay. See, we can win local getaways. I've been seeing a lot of contests for like a local hotel, and you go for like a weekend getaway, which is staying pretty safe. I think I might do one of those trips, um, even if I don't win one. $50 Lone Star necklace, pendants, free dinner for two, tip face creams, fun. Ooh, Nature one, Savvy Movies reward sweepstakes, excited grand prize winner. Oh, nice. Nice. Just got rid of cable. Excellent. Oh, Brent, I won a rainbow play swing set. I think the COVID made me win. It was short draw, They did drop box only, 3 dairy box. Have to go to the dealership to get her. It was July 4th weekend. Yes. See, short entry periods and local. That's why. Yeah, so make sure you put if you have um in the spreadsheet, Linda's suggesting you put the contact name and email and other contact info from the sponsor. So if you don't get your prizes too long to arrive, have it ready in the spreadsheet. I don't actually do that. What I do is I have a folder in my email box that says wins, and so then I move those emails into there, and I keep them until I have received a prize. Laura says, another thing I want is a Samsung refrigerator with 2 drawers on the bottom and 2 doors on the side. And it will be stainless steel. Am I too picky? No. Helene actually says, did you read this book? I only have my author's copy, so it's got the wording across it. But the name it and claim it game, Helene says you have to be specific. So no, you're not being too picky. She says it right here. So you have to select it. So it's step number 1 is set a goal. You're setting a goal. 2, never entertain doubts. And 3 is repeating it over and over again until it's incorporated into your thinking. So just focus on that fridge. And if you really want a fridge like that, just keep focusing on that fridge and make sure that you enter. That's the first contest you enter every day. Any fridge or appliance contest or Home Depot, like any gift cards to stores where you could buy that appliance. So if you won the money or the gift card to the store, you could buy the fridge. So it's still the winning of the fridge. So focus on those first. Wow. Congrats, Gail. We won $10,000 on the Princess Margaret January 20. Oh, so that was last year's. I have a ticket for this year's, the 100 days of cash. So I would appreciate some vibes, people, because that would help me with this whole video setup, because the lights and the camera and everything, it's not inexpensive. Yep, buy a lottery ticket and focus on the end results. Michael Loge, I should start posting these links again. He did one on why most people don't win the lottery. So if you go to YouTube and Google Michael Loge and lottery, you'll find that video. Oh, I won 2 liters Canada Dry and made good products. Yeah, sometimes the fun little ones are good. Yes, Instagram, so many contests, it was overwhelming. I had started actually making a list of each of the contests, and then whether it was Facebook or Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or Twitter, like I started writing down, some were just Facebook and Instagram. So I started writing a list of the contest and which platform they were on. So every day I could go. It was getting so confusing. I have never been so confused entering sweepstakes. Oh, again, the jiggly. Yeah, it's just tremors. Thanks, Michael. Oh my God. See, I laugh and then it jiggles. It's too funny because I've got the mouse because I'm scrolling down through the comments. Yes, this is very sad. Shelly was saying, I was a loyal member of OnlineSweepstakes.com. I was devastated when the site owner quit dating. And it's gone. Yeah, a lot of people have moved to Sweepstakes Atlas. There's a lot of other sites. If you go to my website, contestqueen.com, and go to resources and click on find sweepstakes, and you can go to the sweepstakes aggregate section, or if you're in Canada, do the same thing with Canadian aggregates, and then you will contest aggregates. You will see a list of all the ones available, and go and poke around and see which one you like, because you may like Sweepstakes Atlas, but somebody might prefer Sweepstakes Advantage, or somebody might prefer Sweepstakes Fanatics, or someone might prefer, like or I Win or Sweep Sheet, go poke around and see which one you like, because everybody's different. Let's see. Let's go down here. How long should we wait before cleaning up our social media from all the holiday sweeps? I'd wait till maybe like January 4th or maybe even the 6th, because if they are ending December 31st, maybe give it a week. They're going to have a week to catch up on all their work and the drawings, and it depends on the rules, but maybe give it a week. So maybe start after January 7th, and that would give it time to clean up. Give them time to do drawings, and yet then you're not too long. Oh, someone says I won $1,000 from Corona in January. Denitra, waiting to see if this what just January brings. Yeah, because so many promotions end December 31st. A lot of people have a good January. I used to remember some of my best wins were January. Actually, this year my best win was January. I won a new bed, and it was so needed. Oh my gosh, our old bed. I was not happy with my old bed, and it was hurting my hips. And then we won the new mattress. So I did sleep good all year, except I still snore. Oh well. Um, yeah, Denise, that's the problem. You're not the only one, and it's maybe limit how fast you're entering and how many people you tag. Um, Most of the skill testing questions tend to be the same, but many still don't get it correct. Depending on how they've written it out, I ask them how they want it answered. Um, oh, here's a long, this is going to hide my head. I'm going to warn you now. It says, I'd really like to know the tax laws for wins. Being American and permanent resident in Canada, I very seldom enter U.S. contests because of having to pay taxes, but I don't know the rules or regulations on winning per year the U.S. wins. Would that apply to me being a permanent resident here? I'd love to know the tax laws. Well, Linda, first of all, there's a whole chapter on tax in my book, and the limit is $600 US before they issue a 1099. So if you're entering a contest and the grand prize is only $500, they won't issue you a miscellaneous form 1099. Or is it form 1099 miscellaneous? And but if it's like a $5,000 prize and you're here, if you're entering a U.S. contest, you'll have to probably give a U.S. address, because even if you're here, they won't like shipping it to Canada. So you'll need to enter a U.S. address. And then say you won $5,000 U.S., you'd have to file that with your income taxes in the U.S. And they would send you a tax form, like a slip, just like when you're working in an office and in Canada, we have something called a T4 for your income tax. They would send you the equivalent, which you'd file with your U.S. taxes. Oh, to see the chat, I think Facebook is probably the easiest. I am seeing the chat from 3 platforms on my feed because I'm doing it on a platform called StreamYard. I learned this from Taylor Kay, who, by the way, does the funniest Thursday night videos with Steven Sabados. Oh my God. Sometimes I watch them. They're not necessarily giving away prizes or anything some weeks. Some weeks they do, and they have so many followers, but I've watched them on weeks where it's just like 20 people watching them, and they're so funny. Like I'll have the video on, I'll have a headset on, I'll be washing dishes or something, and I'm laughing so hard. Anyway, she was always putting up the comments and sharing pictures and doing all these things. I'm like, what are you using? And so she told me, she said, oh, I use StreamYard. And I'm like, I got to get me that StreamYard. So I actually subscribed to it. So I have all the features now, because I tested it out and it had the logo, and I couldn't integrate some of the camera stuff, and I had a narrower frame, and I couldn't share things, and I couldn't invite guests. And so now I have it integrated. I can stream on 3 feeds. I can do all kinds of things. And every time I do it, I get better. So we'll see. I keep improving. Oh, can you recommend your best book? Well, you're in to win this one. And then if you can wait till the end of January, my new book's coming out. And you might want to start there. Or, my very first book, if you go to get the Kindle version, it's only 99 cents for You Can't Win If You Don't Enter. Just make sure you buy Canada or the US. And Make sure you buy the right region. It's only 99 cents. So buy that, and that'll tie you over until, because the core principles are the same about like reading the rules and where to look and stuff like that. But unfortunately, the reason I keep updating is the resources change and the look of different software changes. So, for example, in this upcoming book, I'm dedicating, the dedication is for Patty Osterheld, who passed away this year, who was the owner of Sweepsheet, and Ron Miller, who was the owner of Power Sweepstaking, who passed away 2 years ago. I know I hate having to put that in the book. It's just, I had so much fun with both of them. I can't believe Patty's gone. Anyway, so I need to change the books because things change, the software changes, the resources change, but the core of, here's where you look, read the rules, follow this, do that. The core of the hobby never has changed ever. Like even if you were entering 50 years ago, it would be the same. Read the rules. So you can go and buy my Kindle. Oh, that's very funny. I went to a yard sale one day. I could tell the owner was a sweeper based on what she had out for sale. That's hilarious. I love contesting. I've won prizes for others, which includes a prize from Rebe for my cousin who was in. Oh, it's so nice. Yeah, my webmaster's wife is a nurse in our local hospital on the COVID floor. So when they were doing all the nominate your favorite frontline worker, I was nominating her for everything, and she didn't win anything, but I kept nominating her. Gina says, I have a P.O. box that I get my mail in. Is it okay for use my P.O. box or do you need a home address? Yeah, you got to read the rules, and most of them don't like P.O. boxes. So, let's see. Yeah, I'm probably going to cut this off soon because I would say I'm going to come on for an hour and then everyone gets chatting and I go for an hour and a half. And I'm starting to get dry. Thank gosh, I got some water here. Normally I have tea, but I'm finding that doesn't work so good when I talk and it goes cold, so I just started using water. Okay, so I think we're caught up. Oh, good tip. Okay, so I'm just going to say this. This is why it's good to have a sweepstakes community, because we all learn from each other. This is one of the reasons I like going to conventions, is because I always learn something. So Rachel's rule of thumb for cleaning social media is 3 months after the end of sweeps, unless there's one prize announced on social media. Oh, okay. So let me see. I think I can post a comment. Okay. Let me see if this will work. Michael Loge. Hang out with Michael is his website. If you, let's see, did that work? I think it worked. I think I posted a comment. It said to all, so I'm assuming that that post went to Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We'll find out. Anyway, he has a website called Hangout with Michael, and right now he's teaching emotion code stuff. But if you go back to his older videos, because he's got hundreds and hundreds of videos, a lot of them are on the law of attraction. Oh, right. Scott corrected me. Yeah. $10.99 miscellaneous, anything for 600 or more. So I was right. And I always get it wrong how it's called. Okay, so is it yearly or $600 per win? It's $600 per win. So if you won this month, you won $1,000 prize. So you'd get $10.99. And then if you won again next month, you'd get another $10.99. And sometimes if you win near the end of the year, they will issue it next year. So then you don't have to pay the tax on it till the following year. Depends on the sponsor. Oh, yeah. Nicole says, I have your first book. So, yeah, if you want to get a cheap book to tie you over until then, if you get my very first book, the Kindle ones are only 99 cents. Oh, I have not been to a Twitter party in forever, Harmony. I had seen some. There was a couple of chicken ones in Canada. I don't really, for some reason, I don't see the US ones, which is weird. But again, if you watch The Social Dilemma, you'll see why certain things come across your feed and other things don't. I've kind of known that stuff for a long time. I actually even knew it when Facebook and stuff started that we were the product, but how they have turned around and morphed it over the years, scary. So I have a real love hate relationship with all the social media because it's how I reach everybody. It's how I promote my business. It's what I teach people on. It's where I win my prizes. And yet I'm the product, right? So, oh, that's so sweet. Thank you, Michael. Oh, night, Heather. No, you don't have to be live because I leave the contest open till Saturday because there's so many people in so many time zones, and some people are working, and some people have to go to bed, and some people have kids to bathe, and some people have the dog to walk, and um. Okay. Um, Mass Clean Twitter. I I use Tweet Map. It Tweets Map or Tweet Map, and it allows me to remove about 20 to 50 a day of unactivated ones, and that's one way to clean it up if you do a little bit every day, so it's not a huge job. I think. Oh, that's interesting. Bonnie said I did get a 1099 from a radio station for a $250 prize. And I was thinking it's because I won again. I thought the radio would add the amount to it. You know what? Some companies blanket 1099 regardless of the size of the win. Like if it's over $100, you're getting a 1099, even if it's over the amount. Um, yeah, I think that's it. We're almost at 9:30, so I'm gonna wrap this up. And I think this is a good end. Open minded, open hearted purple bird. Love that. Thank you for the chat and congratulations on your win and all the winners out there. So I already in the on the Facebook page, I already have the links to the Good Vibration Sweepstakes Club. The next virtual contest club meeting is on the 6th. So in 1 week in the Good Vibration Sweepstakes Club, I'm having a 10-day manifestation challenge. 2 days after that is the very first virtual contest club meeting of the year. So, and I'm sending a newsletter out on um, Friday. I have to remember what days are the first, days of the. So the days of the week are the same as the days of the year. I got my calendar over to my left. So the first is Friday, and I'm sending out a blog post and a newsletter. And then on the second, I'm sending a reminder for all of those who signed up to be notified of the contest club um, emails special. It's a separate email group. I am sending out a reminder about Wednesday's meeting because I know I had 10 people sign up already. I think I normally don't send out reminder emails, but in this case I might because it's been so long since the last meeting to this one. Normally I hold them every couple of weeks, but we had such a big gap with the holidays that I don't want anybody to forget. So, oh, look at this. Just Michael said, I just scratched a $5 and $10 ticket. Try to be positive, and it was a $10 win and a 20 on the other. Bravo, you doubled your money. That's awesome. Oh, Cheryl says, how do I enter your sweep tonight? I joined late. You just did. Every comment is an entry, and then do I just go and pick. So you can even wait till tomorrow and then come on the video. And as the video goes on, if you want to make any comments, of course I won't be live, so I won't be replying, but you can leave comments and ideas. And then at the end of the week, I'll do a drawing for that. And did I leave anything out? I think I got everything. This is fun. I like using the StreamYard. It's worth the money that I pay for it every month. And again, one of my goals is to up my video games. So maybe I'll start doing these bi-weekly or something because I'll have the tools. And I also want to do more training videos. Again, but I haven't had the right equipment. So We'll get there. We will get there. So I know what I'm doing now at the end of this year is going to look very different at the end of next year. So I'm very excited to see what 2021 will bring. And I love that we're all connected like this. So at least, even though I can't see everybody in person, we do have a virtual thing. And like I said, I do these and I talk and I read comments. But when we go to the virtual contest club meetings, it's in a Zoom. So we all see each other. We can all talk. It's so fun. Please come. I limit it to 25 people because one, that's the most people you can have on one screen. And two, one, if you get too many people, then not everybody has a chance to talk. So um, we listen, we do that. Okay, did I cover everything? So follow me on TikTok because I'm learning and I need some help because I got to teach it. And two, yeah, every comment gets a chance to win this book. Three, we're having the virtual club meeting in 10 days. And in a week, we're having a virtual manifestation challenge. So there's a lot going on and a lot to participate in. And the only thing that costs money is the club meeting because I charge $1 because it helps me cover all my Zoom costs. Because none of this is free, even though the internet's free. It's not free for us hosting. So good night, and I have already booked another one of these for the last Monday in January. So mark your calendar. Good night.